We've got a damp field with this rain in the forecast for tonight's game between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. Hi, and welcome to the electric atmosphere of opening game of this new college football season. I'm Brad Nessler, along with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, and we're here to bring you all the intensity of Week 1 right into your living room.
North Carolina State
comes into this game needing some big plays on defense, and they will definitely have a player who can do that. The presence of this defensive end gives quarterbacks happy feet. I think he'll help force a turnover or two as well. This team needs a big game out of this guy, and I think he'll give it to him.
Let's send it down to midfield for the Coke Zero coin toss. Both teams have sent their special teams onto the field, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. And there's the opening kick of the season. He's to the 10. They'll bring him down at the 38-yard line.
Hey, that's a pretty good return there to open this game up.
They'll start at the 38. We've got a 1st and 10. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. He's taken down right around the 50. Our cameraman didn't even know who had the ball.
I'm pretty sure the defense didn't either. The halfback did a heck of a job faking like he was running with the ball. They were about to tackle him.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Right in the middle, and he meets the defense. The back gets 3 on the carry.
Yeah, not too much on that run.
With these linebackers sitting back waiting for plays like that, it'll be very hard for this offense to pick up yards on the ground.
It goes straight to the back. What a collision. A pickup of about 3.
And the ball carrier wasn't getting away from that tackle.
No way. That was a spectacular hit by the defender.
One-man backfield. They'll keep it on the ground again. They tried to run the ball for the 1st down, and they didn't get it.
No, sir. You saw the defense just power through their blocks and wham into them.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He's tackled right around the 38-yard line. And they convert for the 1st down.
And Brad, the credit here needs to go to the offensive line. They did a great job of opening up a running lane for the back.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Single set backfield. Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run though. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
Solid stop there by the corner on that one. I'll tell you, I love to see a cornerback willing to step up and make tackles like that.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Here's a little draw play, and he's taken down at the 31-yard line. Tailback picked up 7 on the draw. 3rd and 4. This is the 8th play of this drive. They come out in a goal line set. Tackle at the 27. They move the sticks after another 1st down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Tosses left, intercepted. Touchdown! So a great play by the defender to give his team 6 points.
Kirk, he made it look easy. You can tell this kid has seen the end zone before.
That was a very good play, and that will certainly help build his team's momentum.
NC State lines up for the kickoff. Hits off. He's to the 10. And he's tackled at the 34.
It's going to be interesting now to see if this quarterback can put that last throw behind him.
This quarterback just needs to get his composure back. If he settles down, then I think this team will be all right.
Not if this defense has anything to say about it. They're playing with a ton of emotion after that turnover.
They go with the run, and he's taken down behind the line.
Ouch. Pretty big loss on the play, and I think they might want to reassess the strategy here. Perhaps run a screen, maybe hit the tight end on a short pattern. This D-line is just a bit much to handle at this moment.
They come out with a big set. And they use motion.
Tried to sidestep by there, but a good tackle on the play.
A gain of about 4 yards on the draw.
Third down, 10 yards to go.
4 wide. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry.
So there was not much doing on that pass play, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Oh, excellent punt. He'll take it from the 18. Room around the corner. Tackle made at the 35-yard line. Not a bad return.
I like the patience here. Then the ability to turn on the field once he recognized the opening.
NC State up 7 points. On the ground, and he won't get back to the line.
The defensive end was the victor.
Play as he bolted in to tackle him for a loss.
And he was able to do that because the interior linemen held their ground, leaving the runner with no options.
They line up in the jumbo set.
Takes it right. He can't get back to the line.
The halfback had nowhere to run, and he paid for it.
They need to throw some blocks out there. Hit somebody. This ain't a walkthrough.
Third and 14 coming up here. Ball on their own 31.
They'll work from the shotgun.
The quarterback had a tough time with a blitz on that one.
With this guy, you can't let him stand back there and have too much time to throw the ball. You've got to get a hand in his face.
He gets it off. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out.
The offense will take over
At the 26-yard line.
the backfield's in an offset I formation. To the right and tackled immediately.
The back gets 3 on the carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7. Ball on their own 29.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run, though.
Pickup of less than a yard on the play.
And the defense had great pressure there. They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
Somebody hit the upset alert button because this one looks like it just might be heading in that direction. The score here in Columbia.
North Carolina State, 7. South Carolina, nothing. He drops back. And they make the stop at the 40. A good play to the tight end that time.
Yeah, and this is a play that we saw in practice the other day over and over again.
And as a coach, you like it when all that practice pays off and your players execute in the game like they did all week in practice. Good job.
Nice tackle made there to bring him down. The halfback picks up a yard.
That's a nice play there by the sophomore out in the corner. He read the run and stepped up and made a nice tackle.
2nd and 8. Ball on their own 41. Two tight ends set. And they use motion. On the delay. Brought down.
Right around the 44-yard line.
So they get about 3 on the draw.
3rd down now, and they need to get it out to the 50. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field.
Pass is left, going the other way. Big opening. Big play there by the defense. That's their 2nd pick of the half.
This defense is really putting on the pressure. They are creating turnovers and really playing well.
Yeah, this offense has to stop making mistakes. These turnovers are putting pressure on their defense to make stops, and it's hard to win when you're always giving the ball away.
He's taken down at the 26. That's a nice 6-yard gain.
Gain of 6 on the play.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
They come out in a goal line set. Here's the give. They'll bring him down
Right around the 22-yard line. Decent game there on the play by the running back, and that's enough for the first.
The back did a good job here of finding the hole and getting upfield for a 4-yard gain.
Looking to throw. He's on the run. Deep ball, laying it out there. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Oh, I bet the defender wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, anytime you have a chance to end a drive, especially in your own end zone, you just got to make that play.
They line up in the jumbo set. Got the corner. He's knocked out of bounds at the 10. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
Yo, nice run and good job to keep the chains moving.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground again. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. Second and 1. Ball on the 1.
Let's see if they try to pound it in here. Both teams have their goal line sets on the field.
Puts it right and can't get away. Nice tackle. The running back gets a yard, maybe less.
And it's the senior linebacker who came up with the stop.
He's always on top of the run. Not much room for the ball carrier to work on that play.
And out come the big hefties. They run it, and he's in.
Not much trouble getting in on that one.
Yeah, the running back just ran right through the opening, almost like a truck driving down the highway. Watch out.
I think everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a run play, and the defense just couldn't stop it.
And he converts the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Kicks it away.
And he's tackled at the 27.
An interception cut this offense last drive short, so I think they're going to be looking for a little more success right here.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 27. One-man backfield. He's looking to pass. Pass is left, going the other way. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. First and 10. Ball on the 29. They line up in the jumbo set. Takes it left side, and he's brought down in the backfield. Well, he just couldn't get much of anything there.
No, Brad, he couldn't. And I think the offensive line's going to have to hold their blocks longer than they did on that play.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation.
He's on the run. Room around the corner. The quarterback has some room. And it looks like there's an injury down there on the field.
It's first down. They're 10 yards away. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury.
Scrambling around. Dangerous pass, and they just about had it going the other way. He was that close to making a big play.
His safety is kicking himself for dropping that one.
Yep, that one should be going the other way. He was thinking about where to go with the ball before he caught it.
They're packed in tight on the line. Hands it off. He's taken down
Around the 9-yard line.
Pickup of a yard for the tailback. Third and 9. 9 yards to the goal line.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback.
He drops back. Knocked down. Incomplete. The linebacker got a hand on it that time.
Yeah, they were looking at 6 points if he hadn't got a hand in there to break that one up.
And the field goal is good. And here's the Pontiac drive summary.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it off. He's to the 10. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
Watch out for this defense. They've shown they can take advantage of the smallest of mistakes.
Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. They just couldn't capitalize on the bad pass.
Yeah, I thought the defender had it, but he couldn't get the pick.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense.
Throws, intercept. No, he dropped it. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Well, as they take a look at that injury on the sideline, let's see what this backup can do at quarterback.
Drops back to pass. Under pressure. There he goes. So on third down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Yeah, we saw these guys on Wednesday in practice, and they ran this play over and over for about 20 minutes.
Well, if you can get it right in practice, then you usually can get it right in the game as well.
Throws complete. He's got room to work. Brought down. Right around the 40.
They grab 8 yards there.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. He has some room. And there isn't anyone who's going to catch this cornerback.
And he's all the way in for the touchdown.
That's interference on the offense.
He earned that yellow flag, guys.
Yep, he worked hard to break up that pass. A little too hard.
First and 10. Ball on the 45.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Back to pass. Tosses left. Intercepted. He might have a chance.
That's not where the quarterback wanted to throw that football, Kirk.
Yeah, but how about the play by the defender? That was a great interception and an even better effort to bring the ball back for a touchdown.
And he adds the extra point. NC State is ready to kick it away. He sends it off. Caught at the 8. He's tackled at the 39. Let's see how the defense responds now, coming off that big play just a moment ago.
One thing I know they don't want to see is that defender running down the sideline again.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off of mistakes.
He's got his receiver with nobody around him.
This linebacking crew had better start concerting himself with the short passing game, or this quarterback is going to carve him up.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. Yeah, we got an injured player on the field. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 47. One more play now before we hit halftime, so they'll most likely throw one towards the end zone here. Drops back to pass. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
The quarterback is going to think twice about throwing the football his way again.
The safety couldn't hang on to the ball this time, but you can bet if he gets a chance again, this ball will be picked off.
And it's caught, and he's tackled in the open field. We've reached halftime, and there's an upset on the horizon. The score here at Williams-Brice Stadium, North Carolina State, 24. South Carolina, nothing. The teams are lined up, and we're just about ready to start this second half. Taken from the 10. Down he goes at the 39. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They line up in the jumbo set. Gives it right side. And he's taken down at the 46-yard line. 7-yard play. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. They're packed in tight on the line. They hand it off again. He fights forward to about the 49. Just about 3 yards there.
Good pressure from the defense. They brought the heat. Wasn't much room for the running back to work with.
They're crowding the line. And he dives, and he's down. So the tailback gains just a couple feet on the play, but it's still good enough to move the sticks.
Guys, that's his halfback's 3rd carry on the drive, and this one will move the chains.
They come out in a goal line set. They hand it off. Tackle at the 47. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 47-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun.
Let's go.
And he's tackled at the 28-yard line.
They pick up some positive yards that time.
Well, here you get a chance to see the ability of this quarterback. His arm strength, the mental toughness to be able to deliver the ball on time. And remember, his play was well covered by that defense.
Kirk, I agree with you. I thought the defense had that one covered. Terrific job by the quarterback.
Nowhere to go on that play, Coach.
Boy, you're absolutely right, Brad. This is a great job by the defense in not giving him any room to create anything.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation.
Look at the throw. He's going to try and scramble. Here they come. That's a great tackle at the 48.
Boy, you talk about a shot.
He was a sitting duck on that play. And believe me, these defensive players love a sitting duck.
Yep, especially when the quarterback is the duck.
And we got the backup in there now at running back.
And they got him.
Pretty impressive pass rush right there.
Tough going for that quarterback right now. His line needs to help him out more.
He puts it away, and it's a great kick.
And they'll down it at the 4.
You know what drives me crazy?
What's that, Kirk?
When players don't look for the ball on special teams. Too often, the gunners don't locate the ball and let it go into the end zone. But this guy did a great job of getting downfield and downing the ball, giving his defense good field position.
Brought down right around the 16-yard line.
They brought the middle linebacker on a blitz, and the quarterback got the ball out of his hands in time for a first down.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense.
Little handoff. Got an opening. He tries to juke, but they bring him down. An impressive first down run, and man, he was flying.
That was almost... Adios, sweetheart. You better take a good angle on this kid, or else he is gone.
They'll knock him down for a loss. A defensive end came through to put him away.
Nice job of utilizing his athletic ability to get in there and then make a sure tackle.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen.
Goes over the middle, intercepted. And he just got drilled. That was just not a good decision there, Coach.
No, it wasn't. He tried to force it in there, and the result was his 2nd interception of the day.
First down, 10 yards to go. They're packed in tight on the line. They go with the run. Tackle made at the 12. The running back gives them 6 on the ground.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Second down on the 12, and they can smell the goal line. They line up in the jumbo set. Runs left and quickly taken down. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
It was a pretty good play here by the junior safety, stepping up and making a good tackle on the ball carrier.
And we got the backup in there now at running back.
He's scrambling. Throws on the move, and it's intercepted. That INT puts him in a position to make this a game.
Yeah, they really needed that. That's a huge boost to morale.
You're right, Kirk. Now they got the big Mo on their side.
First and 10. Ball on the 12. From the gun. Gives it off. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line. The draw play gets maybe 2 yards.
2 on the play.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 14. They line up in the shotgun.
Here we go.
And down he goes at the 24-yard line.
Oh, man, they had him good there. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
The running back really sold the run well that time. That allowed for the quarterback to get the ball downfield for a decent gain.
On the ground with the tailback. He's taken down
Around the 27-yard line.
a couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Nice stop there by the freshman. You don't expect corners to make tackles like that.
2 tight ends here.
looking to pass. Looks to the back and can't connect.
He just had too much on that one, Coach.
The quarterback put everything he had into that one. The problem, it wasn't accurate.
They line up in an I. Gives it off. And he's tackled at the 31. They tried to run on third down, but they couldn't pick up the first.
They almost fooled them with the run there, but it didn't work.
Nice call by the coordinator, though. I know they didn't get the first, but they kept the defense guessing.
Fourth down, and they're ready to punt this one away. Punts it away. Brought down at the 47-yard line. And that was a pretty good return.
One thing I noticed, guys, is this man is quick. Did you see how he hit that opening?
Yeah, when he saw that hole, wow, he ran right through it. I thought he had a good chance to go all the way there.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50. They come out in a goal line set. Feeds it to the back. They'll bring him down at the 46-yard line. And the halfback's got nowhere to go. We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 46. They come out with 4 wide out. He launches one for the end zone. Drops it. Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 37. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's looking to pass. He's at the 40. He's taken down around the 35-yard line.
Now, the passing game is a lot easier for a quarterback when 2 corners aren't in coverage. I respect the gutsy call on the defensive side to blitz both corners, but it left him too vulnerable against the pass.
They give to the tailback. He gets to about the 24-yard line.
They need to go back to this kid. That was a great first down run.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. Again with the run. Tackle made at the 18. A gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 18. They're lining up in the 5-2. Looking for the corner. He gets to about the 5. So nothing fancy about this offense. They just run the same play over and over.
No kidding. What's that? Like 3 in a row now?
I think it is. Get ready. Number 4 might be coming up right here.
They'll go with a run once again. The halfback punches it in for the score.
Well, that was a nice play. Let me tell you why. He had good blocking up front, a halfback who runs hard. What else can you ask for when you're inside the 10-yard line?
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, our score, NC State 31, South Carolina nothing. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks off. He's to the 10. Across the 30. He's tackled at the 35-yard line. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll set up shop at the 35. 1st and 10. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. They go with a run. And down he goes. At about the 39-yard line. That's 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 39-yard line. Offset I formation in the backfield. Little handoff. Stiff arms, but he can't break the tackle.
And he has a huge run.
I'll tell you right now, this guy is arguably one of the fastest players in college football today. There you see him turn it upfield with such fluidity and quickness.
I agree with you. He's such a natural runner.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Here's a counter, losing yards.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. Got a receiver, and he dropped it.
Number 11, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down and 13 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen.
Passes, and it's almost picked off.
The offense caught a break there. That was not a very good pass by this quarterback.
Yeah, Coach, he threw it right into the hands of the defender. He's lucky that he couldn't hold on to it.
That's why this kid is on defense and not offense.
Booming kick. At the 30, at the 40, and they push him out at the 45. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
Boy, this offense has been something special lately, hasn't it, Kirk?
They just seem like they've been in the end zone time and time again. There's not much negative you can say about this performance.
They'll get the ball here at the 45-yard line.
1st down, 10 yards to go. New running back now into the backfield. Here's the run right. He's got nowhere to go.
Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
So it's 2nd and 14.
Ball on their own 41. They come out in a goal line set. They'll go with the run once again. Brought down at the 47-yard line. That's a nice 6-yard gain.
Gain of 6 on the play.
3rd down now, and they need to get it inside the 45. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Rolling out to the right side. And it's going the other way. Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
First and 10. Ball on the 7-yard line.
The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation.
It's the tailback. He's pushed out of bounds at the 12. So they get 5 yards there on the halfback draw.
On the play.
2nd and 5. Congratulations to our Russell Athletic players of the game. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun.
They go with the run.
He fights forward to about the 13.
That run didn't go far. They'll spot the ball a yard from the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
1-man backfield. A lot of pressure, and he's sacked. And that's the defensive end who was able to get him that time.
This young kid is like a flash. He's not even 20 years old, and he's making plays like that. It's pretty amazing.
You couldn't be more right, Coach. It's pretty awesome when a freshman can work his way through the offensive line to get a sack like that.
Got the corner.
He's taken down at the 26-yard line.
And that was almost 6 points, fellas.
I'll tell you what, that was an amazing punt, but it was even a better punt return.
Boy, that guy showed some flash on that return, and actually, the fact that it was such a good punt gave this return man much more room to make this thing happen.
And a new halfback checks into the game.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Makes his way out to about the 15.
He broke off a really nice run there, and it resulted in a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Room around the corner. The 10, the 5, and there's another one. So the halfback comes away with his third rushing score of the day.
This guy's been a very big factor in this game today, Coach.
Yes, this would be a different game if he wasn't on the field. He's accounted for 18 points today. Not bad for a day's work.
And he adds the extra point. So with very little time remaining here in the ball game, our score, NC State 38, South Carolina nothing. North Carolina State to kick. Kicks off. He's to the 10. Across the 30. Brought down at the 38-yard line. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. The offense will take over at the 38. First and 10. Single set backfield. Hands it to the back. Gains his way to midfield. And the tailback picks up great yardage on the run.
How many times do we see him run that play in practice this week?
1,000 times. And it was just as successful then as it is right now.
They'll go with the run once again. And he tackles him hard at the 45. And so that's going to do it. Our final score on this one, NC State 38, South Carolina nothing. So as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, Lee, what'd you think of this one?
Boy, this was an outstanding defensive effort. North Carolina State came in here and completely dominated this football game on defense. I don't think anybody expected them to do that, but you got to give these kids credit. Sensational effort.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us for this production of NCAA Football 09. It's been a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us again next time. So long, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.